Good morning, and welcome to another Extraordinary Connection. I'm Pastor Matthew Chapman, and it is a blessing, a pleasure to be with you on this second day of August 2021. Oh, how has your summer been? Or your year, or your pandemic? We're still in the midst of all of that, aren't we? If you're like me, things are nice, we're excited, we're moving in a direction, but we're still seeing new variants, Delta, Gamma, coming out. We are seeing case numbers rising. We're seeing, now that we're getting back to life as we knew it, we're seeing all the problems of life as we knew it. And it might be a little weary. And so let's hear what Jesus shared in the gospel as written to us by St. Matthew. I'll be reading Matthew 11, 28 through 30. And whenever we read the gospel, Christ is on our thoughts, Christ is on our lips, and Christ is on our heart. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Amen. This is really interesting how Jesus uses this language, because twice he says, my yoke. Now, if you're from a farming community, you probably know a yoke is a thing that went on the shoulders of oxen that would be used to pull a plow. But here Christ is saying it's easy, it's light. And this made me think about my little garden. Nothing to be too impressed of. The rabbits have decimated the beets and the broccoli. The pumpkins have overgrown and strangled out all the lettuce. But it's fun. We're getting some little tomatoes. But to keep this garden going takes work. I'm weeding, I'm watering, I'm pruning. But I find when I leave it, I feel better. And I think that's what Jesus is saying, that it is work to have this Christian life, but it's work that won't make your soul weary. It's work to love one another. It's work to love your neighbor as yourself, but it's work that won't wear you down. You might be tired at the end of the day, but your soul won't be weary. And there's a big difference there. And on the flip side, I think when those of us who work at churches or volunteer at churches or just go to church, when we are feeling weary from church, I think that's a really good insight that whatever we're doing isn't Jesus. That might sound weird, like we're working for church, but we're doing something that isn't Jesus. And that shows that we might be putting up some idols in the church. That we are putting up idols in the church and we're defending those as opposed to Jesus. Or while we're in church, we aren't living as Jesus asks us to live. Loving God with heart, soul, mind, spirit, strength, all that we are. And loving our neighbors as ourselves. So that weariness that we might feel is coming from not listening to Jesus, doing something else in church. So friends, if you are weary, go spend some time with Jesus. It's work, but it's worth it. And it's work that will not leave you weary. Peace be with you.